All right, for today's video, we are going to look at setting up the Academy Pro theme. So this is for one of my websites, niche websites that I'm building that is going to be primarily focused on training people how to use a particular kind of software. So I thought Academy Pro would be a good idea. You can see here it says it's a theme for online course creators, membership site owners, educational content marketers. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to go with it. So we'll just go ahead and set this one up so I can show you how to set it up if you're interested in the Academy Pro theme. So here's my website. It's a basic WordPress website. I'm in the dashboard. And to set up my theme, all I need to do is go down to Appearance and then click Themes. Now you've got tons of themes that are available if you want to go to Add New and take a look. You can also check if Academy Pro is in your library there for any reason. You can go to Add New and pick one of these. Okay, now Academy Pro, the one that we're going to test drive today, is a StudioPress theme. And check out my links in this video below. I have both StudioPress library links for you and WP Engine to pick up a WordPress website if you don't already have one. If you want to follow along and build your own, you can actually purchase the entire StudioPress Pro library in one swoop if you want, and then you have access to all of the themes. So if you're like me and you're popping open websites all the time, it might be worth that. Or if you get bored or want to play with them, you might want to have it all in once. Otherwise, you can buy the StudioPress themes and the Genesis framework with each theme that you actually purchase. So for example, here, if we, mine's already included, so I can't even see what the price is. So there's somewhere around $100, 119, something like that when you buy themes like this, okay? Otherwise, like I said, you can buy the whole suite, and I'll put my link below. So once you have purchased it, you're going to be able to download it. So I'm going to go ahead over and click on my View Downloads. Here's my Academy Pro. So I'm going to click this little arrow here, and I'm going to go ahead and download that theme. And what you want to do is you want to keep the file zipped. So it downloads in a zip file. You're going to want to keep it in that zip file. And then when you're here on Add Themes, click on Upload Theme, choose File, grab that zip folder, click Open, and install now. All right, now what you're going to see is, I just realized I forgot to put the Genesis framework on there first, so we do need to put the Genesis framework on there as well. So I'm going to return to the themes page, and I'm going to go to Add New. Now you can get the Genesis framework, right here as well. So I'm going to click download. When you buy a theme with StudioPress that is a child theme of the Genesis framework, you're going to get the framework too. And don't overthink what all this means if you don't know. Just go to Upload Theme, choose File, and I'm going to upload the Genesis framework. So how it works is there's lots of different theme makers. StudioPress has the Genesis framework, so all of their themes work on the Genesis framework. So once you have the Genesis framework installed, then any StudioPress theme you install after that are going to work. And these are definitely Gutenberg friendly, mobile responsive. A lot of them have features for like with WooCommerce or membership sites or e-commerce sites. So let's take a look now at what our theme looks like. We'll go to Live Preview. All right, clearly this does not look anything like the theme that we're looking at right here, which is Academy Pro, and we want it to look like that. So let me open the setup instructions, and this is what I suggest that you do with any theme that you download is whatever theme you're purchasing, go over to the setup instructions, and you can follow along step by step. So we already did the pre-installation. We activated the Genesis framework. Hold on, did we? Maybe we didn't activate. Let me just check and make sure they're both activated. Activate Genesis. There we go. Now will be a little bit better. And we'll activate Academy Pro. You see that? Now we'll visit what the website looks like. Okay, so we still have, hold on, I did not activate Academy Pro all the way. So let's go ahead and do that one. Active Academy Pro. All right, now we should be good. We need to do a reload there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so what's going to happen is as soon as you put any theme on your WordPress website, you're going to see that it has some of the elements, but not all of the elements. So we need to kind of follow this along. All right, so what we're going to look at now is you have your site identity, your colors, your header image. So I'm going to go over here back into our dashboard, and I am going to click on Appearance Customize. And that's going to get me into my theme here. All right, site identity. So it's already got the name of my website, KW Command with Lori Ballen. And now I'm going to put underneath here, how to use KW Command, something like that. Now, some of your themes use the tagline and others don't. Don't worry about that. Type that in. Now, your site icon or your favicon is this little graphic that shows up right up here at the top. To make that, I go over to Canva, which is my favorite tool, and then I'll go to Create a Design, Custom Dimensions, 512 by 512, or you can just click on the logo box if you want. And now I'm going to look for elements and look for something that I think is going to look good up here. So somebody's got a play button. Genesis has those little blocks. It really has to be a small, simple, like this little house is a great one. That would be great for a real estate website. It could be something like a flower, but I'm thinking KW Command. I might use the letter K. Nothing there. Let's go with a. You can make your own too, however you want to. Let's go with a light bulb. I'm trying to think of like what would go with teaching, something like that. And I don't know how these are going to look, so I'll have to take a look. And I'm thinking like a red, maybe like a red light bulb, because KW Command is very red based. So let me just pick one of these for now so I can show you how it works. We'll just go with this little guy. And you can decide if you want him on a background or not. I generally like these on a transparent background so there's no box in the back. So I'm going to make him really big there, and then we're just going to save, download as a ping transparent background, download. Obviously that was really fast. You can have these made from your logo or whatever. I tend to start simple and then go back and get fancier later if I want to. So I'm going to do KW Command site icon. I'm going to go back over here, select the site icon, select files, grab that little icon there. And if something really works well, sometimes I'll go back and incorporate that in part of the logo. How to use KW Command. Light bulb. Okay, and then we're going to go to select. And understand command. Let's take a look at it. Okay, it's showing right here. For some reason, it's not showing right yet up here, but I see it in the little left-hand side right there. So we're going to go ahead and go on from, oh, I didn't publish it. Silly girl. That's what it was. I hadn't published it. So now we should be able to reload. Ah, that's cute. So there's a tiny little light bulb up there. So I'm going to play with that. But anyway, you get the idea. And then Next, we're going to go to our colors. So what colors do we want? Now, depending on your theme, you will have a lot more options with colors. So that's something to consider when you're playing with various themes. Next, we're going to go to the header image. Now, if you go back over to your setup and you look at theirs, I try to keep them open at the same time so I can go, okay, where is their header image? Where does my header image show up? Okay. And I'm looking to replace the site title. Okay. So see this right here. See where this says KW command with Lori Ballen. We already set that up under the site identity. That's the site title. What the header image is if you want to put like a little header image up there, like you've got something drawn out already, you can replace the site title with a tiny little rectangle header image. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that one. Now I'm going to go down to Academy Pro settings. So here you've got options to modify the Academy Pro basic theme. Do you want to show the front page hero section? That's going to be up here. Do you want to enable the intro paragraph style on a single post? Do you want to show the featured image on post? These are all going to be preferences. For right now, as you're starting up, I would just leave them all checked, and then you can come back and play with these. So if they're checked by default, this theme sample has it on there already. All right. Do you want to show the top banner or not? So if you go back over to the theme, oh, hold on, I lost our theme demo, didn't I? Let's go back. Okay, here we go. Live demo. So up here, you see this call to action, limited time, try the course right now, free for 14 days. That is what they're saying here. Do you want to show that top banner? Okay. And if you do, what do you want it to say? So you might want to have something up here like join at your command coaching today. And then if I had that up there and I publish it, let me show you what it does. Nothing. The way they had it, they had by default this little hashtag in here. So let me see if it'll let me undo it. Yeah. So let me show you what it does. So you see this little ahref equals. Okay. You can either have a URL in here, so it'll click on a .com or another page on your website, or that hashtag actually takes them down to wherever that offer is on the page itself. Okay. In their case, this join now spot. So if you watch what they do, if you click here, click free for 14 days. Oh, it's not actually doing anything. Okay, so normally that would kind of shoot down the page and then it would take them to that offer. So you can do that, or where that hashtag is instead, I could put a URL. So maybe I want to send them over to my ballenacademy.com. So I could put join at your command coaching, and then here with Lori Ballen. So you can see it actually changing in real time right up here. Okay. And then I can check that link if it works by opening it in a new tab. Wow, that worked on the first shot. Except for some reason that's taking a very, very long time to open, and I don't know why. Oh, because I think I forgot the www. So let me just send them right into the at your command. So I'm going to take that correct URL and I will paste this in here right after the href. Okay. So that's a personal choice if you want to do that or not do that call to action. If you don't want to, just uncheck show the top banner right now. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to go back. If you have questions, type them in on the video and I will see if I can answer better if I didn't explain something well enough. Okay, now the hero text settings. So here it is, build your online training business a smarter way. And I'm going to put build your KW Command Center the smart way, something like that. And then maybe learn how to use KW Command use your agent website, database, Facebook ads, campaigns, and more at a high level. Learn how to use KW Command with Lori Ballen. Okay, obviously I'm actually building this at the same time. So, all right, build your command center the smart way. Learn how to use KW Command, use your agent website, database, Facebook ads, campaigns. Okay, I'll come back to all this. So here's what I could do though. We've got this call to action up here that they have join out your command. So this homepage could be an opportunity to sell my coaching program, right? So instead I could put something up here that says something like, learn faster and better with at your command coaching. All right. And then here where it says join now, click that button. Oh, I think we're going to change that on the next screen. So let's go back and then we're going to go to hero button settings. Okay. Join now, hero colored button URL, change the URL. And I'm going to change this to that Ballen Academy link, get more info. Now, I don't want the get more info link on there for now. Oh, let me put something else. Hold on. Hire help. Okay, so my brothers have a marketing company and they service these KW Command websites. So I'm going to grab their URL, commandleads.com. I'm going to paste that in there. I like it. I really like that idea. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the idea here for Academy Pro is for those people that are selling a course. This is a great way to build a course and sell a course, okay? So that's what's there. Learn faster and better without your command coaching. Okay, now next we have hero video settings. All right, so you can upload a video or you can paste a video link here if you want to put a video up there. So let me see. I'm going to go to YouTube. Lori Ballen, KW Command. And let me just put this 18 steps to command video up there right now so we can just take a look at what it looks like. I'm going to copy that link. So what I just did is I went to the video, I clicked share, and then grabbed this URL here by copying it. Go back over to your theme and paste it. So now what happens is if somebody clicks here, my video will start playing. I created 8. Ooh, I like this. I have like all these ideas going through my head. Okay, cool. All right. And then what we're going to do is if I wanted to, I could change this video, this image, maybe to better match my video. So if I had, I've like my 18 steps, upload, select files, 18 steps. There's my ebook. Okay, so what I would probably do is go create, oh, here's a thumbnail. So I could put that thumbnail in there if I want to. You know, this is a good idea too, I just thought of. You could also use that hero call to action and button for a lead magnet. So I've got a lead magnet for the 18 steps to KW Command. So if I don't want to pitch my coaching program right out of the gate and I want to drive with my lead magnet, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this call to action up here to download the 18 steps to KW command, join here, and then maybe I can still leave this hello bar up there if I want to.
18 steps.
I like it. I really like this theme. Okay, cool. So next, after we do all of that, you can click publish. It won't go live until you click publish. This piece won't. The widgets will, but that's another lesson. Here, you can do all of this without publishing it and play with it, or you can publish as you go. Oh, I like that. Let me stick it. I like that. Let me stick it. Some people build their whole website and then launch. Whoops, I got out of there. And then other people build as they go, keeping it live, which I'm doing. I don't have anybody on my website right now. And I build my WordPress websites in an hour, and then I just start adding all my other stuff on. So for me, I just kind of go with it. All right. And then your menus. What do you want your menus to look like? So my menus, I usually will come back and create after. But if you wanted to get a basic one going right now, you could click create new menu, menu name. I'll just call this the main website header. Where do you want the menu to be? I'm going to put it in my header and my footer. You'll see it up here in a minute, and then it will also be down at the bottom. Click next. Okay. And then you can add items. So here's your menu. You've got home. We've got the sample page, which we're going to end up taking out of there. And then you can add posts that you create. You can add categories, and you can add tags. You can add external links. There's all kinds of things you can do here. So for example, if I wanted to add coaching right now, I can add that. Whoops, where was that? Ballen Academy. There it is. I can grab my coaching link and right here put join coaching. Add to menu. Okay, and then I might have the free guide, 18 steps to command. Okay, so let's pretend that's the same URL, and I'll put it up here. I'm going to show you what it looks like in a minute. For 18 steps to KW command. I really like where this is going. Add to menu. Okay, we can do something like that. And then up here, I could put my YouTube channel. So I just started a new YouTube channel. I have to go find out the URL, and I could put that here. YouTube tutorials. And then my other one might be the blog or lessons or articles or how-to guides or something like that's going to go here. Okay, I'll just title it like that for now. I just want you to see what it looks like, okay? Then we'll go to publish and see. Here you go. Here's your menu. Join coaching, 18 steps, KW command, YouTube tutorials, blog. This is coming along very nicely, okay? Now, I sometimes will also add another menu up here and add my social media icons. So we'll see if those come into play anywhere here. Okay, and then we've got widgets. I'm going to come back to widgets in a second. Home page settings. Do you want the home page to be your latest blog post or a static page? We're not going to mess with this right now. Our blog posts are going to show up down here, which is what I want. This is actually a sample blog post. I really love this font. Love this. I really like this a lot. The font. It's very large and clear and a lot of white space. I like it. It's very clean. Okay, then we have theme settings. So here you can say site layout. Now this is very important to a lot of people. Let me open this Hello World blog at another page and show you what this looks like. This is a wide theme. No right side column, no left side column, wide theme, okay? So a lot of people are going wide theme now. That's fine. So if you like wide theme, leave it alone. If you want a primary sidebar, you can have content and then sidebar, or sidebar and then content. Most people do content, and then they would put their sidebar on the right-hand side, and let me show you what that looks like. Sometimes people go with the right sidebar because they are featuring products or affiliate items or a table of contents or a calendar or anything like that. What happens is when this goes to mobile, everything in that right side column there will typically flow down to the bottom of the blog post. Okay. The other reason why some of us prefer having a side column is it helps with the design elements. There's just something about the design elements that it helps it kind of flow. So you can play with that and decide, do I want it to be a wide theme? Where do I want the sidebar? And this is where you do that. You can change these at any time when you're setting up themes. Don't panic. You can change your mind. It's okay. So then breadcrumbs. I am a fan of breadcrumbs. So let me show you what breadcrumbs are. If I go to my main blog here, loriballen.com, we will just go to this one here, 50 of the best real estate blog topics. Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, there it is. So this is what a breadcrumb looks like. So we started at the home. The home page is your top level, and then the next subtopic is blogging, and then underneath blogging, I have real estate blog topics. And so it's going to be your parent pages and child pages, your categories and your posts. And it helps somebody, if they're navigating, know kind of where they're at, where they came from, and they can quickly go back. So I'm always focused on improving a user experience and reducing bounce rates. So personally, I like breadcrumbs. So that's up to you. I don't need them on the home page. I will put them on single posts, and I will put them on pages. And that's fine. We'll go with that. Comments and trackbacks. Do you want to allow comments on your pages and posts? Trackbacks can be quite annoying, where they let you know if your website has been pinged and somebody's linking back, and that's a whole nother lesson. By default, those are off. I'm going to leave mine off, and I'm going to enable comments on posts and pages. If you wind up getting a whole bunch of just junk stuff on your blog, you may want to turn those off. For this particular blog, I know that there's going to be a lot of commenting and questions, so I'm going to leave mine on. And I'll put a Kismet in there to reduce spam, where they have to put in a caption when they comment. But I think this one will generate a lot of conversation, so I'm going to leave mine on. Okay, singular content. This is your meta description. And wait, this is your meta text that will appear above your entry content. This is your meta that'll appear below categories. Okay, I'm just going to leave that alone. I'll take a look at where that shows up and come back. Every theme is different. I'm using my Yoast SEO and all of that too, so we'll look at that. Content archives. I'm just going to leave this all alone. Then here's your footer. I do change my footer, and I love it when I can change the footer. So by default, here's what your footer looks like. Copyright 2020, Academy Pro, Genesis Framework, WordPress. So they are plugging Academy Pro, Genesis Framework, and WordPress. You may not want any of those on there. So if you like, you could put, let me stop that from blinking. You could put the footer copyright, leave that alone, and then footer Genesis link URL equals StudioPress. Let me see where I want to change that. Let me just take that out for a second and see where it goes from. Okay, everything after the copyright I'm going to take out. Okay, so now you would want to put something like Lori Ballen Inc. or Vision Masters LLC, something like that, maybe. And then I could even put Lori Ballen is a Las Vegas real estate agent. Okay, that's not really the spot where we could put a disclaimer as well. We'll come back to that. But this could be where your disclaimer goes. So if I wanted to add Lori Ballen benefits from purchases made from her affiliate links, Vision Masters LLC. I'm going to put a little pipe in between those. Lori Ballen benefits from purchases made. Okay, from her affiliate links. Let me try that. Much better. I like that. Okay. So I can play with that design. And then you'll also see where there's an option to put in a disclaimer that can go underneath that. So this could just be, or I think the disclaimer will actually go right above it. Here's the footer menu. See, remember when we made that little menu and I chose to put it in the header and the footer? So it's up here and it's down here. You can go back to appearance menus and uncheck if you don't want it to show up in the bottom for any reason. All right. And header footer scripts, I'm going to leave these alone, but later you will have the ability to add header and footer scripts to your theme. When I teach blogging, I teach adding your Facebook pixel, your Pinterest meta tag to verify your membership. You're going to install clicky analytics and opt-in monster and all these different things. Well, you can just, in this theme, they're already there for you. So you can just come up here and put them in the header or in the footer, and that'll make your tracking codes all work. Now, there are plugins you can add that make it a little bit easier. I use a header footer script that actually segments them into separate snippets so they're easier to manage. But just to let you know, that is here already for you without you adding any additional plugins. Okay? You can access this anytime. Theme SEO settings. So your document title. So by default, we have this little separator here. So the title of my page, and then it'll be dash, whatever I want after the dash. And then additions on the right. I am actually going to use Yoast SEO, so I'm not going to play with this too much and worry about it. And then your home page, site title. If you leave the document title field blank, your site title will be used instead. My site title is KW Command with Lori Ballen. And then meta description, learn how to use KW Command with Lori Ballen, a Las Vegas real estate agent and coach and speaker. I'll just leave that for now. And then meta keywords, I do not mess too much with them. They are usually ignored by the search engines and can even be spammy if there's too many put in there. So this does not even really require attention, but I'll put in my two main ones there. And then we have site description. Okay, we're just going to go with the site title like I already put down there. And then we will go back and we will look at the document head. Do I want to mess with any of that? I'm not going to. Indexing, we're going to, okay, so do apply no index to archive pages below. What this means is that Google is not going to rank your archives. Tags, authors, dates, this is generally preferable, so I will leave that. I don't want those archives showing up on the search engines. I only want my regular live stuff, so I'm going to leave those, and that avoids some of the duplicate content that gets created out of those also. And open graph, so this is your OG data, and these are going to help your social network display images correctly. So you could click enable open graph and then select an image you want to use on social sites if no feature image is set. So I can select an image. I'm just going to go with that one right now, but that's not where I'll leave it eventually. And then you can set it so you can test one and upload a Facebook sized image and say, okay, if there's no image on a page and I were to post something, what page do I want to load up here by default? That's what that is. Okay. Then you can click publish. Again, these can all be changed later. And now we're going to go back to the final step for me. I usually do is the widgets. Okay. Now your widgets are basically what controls these little blocks, your content blocks. They control your sidebar, what's on your home page here, your call to action. Lots of fun, great, wonderful things we can do with widgets. In fact, I'm bringing out a new series where we look all at all the different widgets and what they do. And depending on what theme you use, you'll have various different widgets. Depending on what plugins you add to your WordPress website, you'll have more widgets. So much fun with the widgets. Okay, so let's look at front page one. Now, if you go over to your instructions here, let's go back to our setup and we will look at if they have a list of their widgets. All right, here we go. So here is how to set up the primary sidebar. Let me see if... Okay, so let me show you something. There's two places where you can go set up your widgets. There's this one here, okay? But I actually prefer to exit out of the appearance, and I like to go right into the widgets themselves. The reason for this is because now I can see all of the availability of the widgets we can pull in. Widgets add some sort of functionality. So you can add an audio widget that displays an audio player. You can use a calendar widget. You can use custom HTML, which allows you to put in any kind of script that does something. You can put in your opt-in email list. You can put in photos. You can put in feature posts, galleries, all of these types of things, which they have here. By default, the right sidebar on this theme has a search box, recent posts, recent comments, archives, which I don't care to have in there, and it has your categories. That's going to be by default. Now remember, our theme right now that we have is a wide theme, so those would not naturally pop up in there unless we add them, okay? Now, front page 1, front page 2. Let me show you what happens here. Okay, front page 1. Let's say we decide we want to put another video on front page 1. We can literally just drag this video block up here, drop it right here, and then paste in that URL, copy, testing, add a video, insert from URL. So it's letting me either upload a manual one or insert from URL. Now it's here. I'm going to click save just so you can see where it went. So I can show you how these widgets work. This is where everybody gets stuck, is on the widgets. Okay, so here's where it added. Right here. So this is widget area 1. Okay, so here's your website. Here's your above the fold. It's going to have your call to action. It's going to have this video. Below that, you can put in various things here. You can put in videos, you can put in images, you can put in featured posts, you can put in categories, you can do whatever you want, or you can leave it blank and put in nothing if you don't want anything to be there. Okay, so they're showing you here kind of that's where each one of these things go. So on this demo, this here is widget 1, front page 1. And then we have front page 2 is this graph that they have here. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4, the testimonials. 5, okay? So what you're literally going to do is you're going to have to go down here and go, okay, so front page 2, do I have a graph to go in there? Let me go down to front page 3. What do I have in front page 3? And it tells you, okay, custom HTML widget. Go to appearance, go to widgets, add a custom HTML widget to this area. Okay, so let me show you this exactly, just in case you want to go step by step and follow it. I'm going to go here. So we're going to leave that video there for a minute. Front page 3, it says go to HTML. You drag it down and you drop it front page 3. Then go back and look. Okay, join over 2,500 happy students. Join our happy students. I'm not going to worry about a number right now. Then you're going to go down and it says here you can grab their code. So I'm grabbing it, I'm copying it, I'm pasting it right there. Okay, save. Now watch what happens when we reload our website. Join our happy students. Get started now and get 3 free lessons. So what you're going to need to do is change where those go in your widget. So remember here I said after that href equals, you could have a pound sign that actually goes to some area on the page, or you can change that to be a URL that goes somewhere else. Or Yeah, we want that button. So let's just change that to href. Let's grab that Ballen Academy link again. So we're doing lots of calls to action here. I'm going to change that # to the URL. And then the next one says get 3 free lessons. So maybe on that one I would have hire help. Again, I have to go through and look at my calls to actions. I'm just using examples now. And then I would grab the Ballen Brands link and I'm going to paste that there. Save, refresh, get started now. So now they would go to my coaching program. Okay. So in this particular case, we're doing a lot of calls to actions here. Now let's keep looking at what did they have in part 1. I missed it. Let's look at the demo. What was the front page 1 widget? Okay, they have a simple call to action. So let's grab that. Front page 1. Okay, we're going to scroll down and it says grab custom HTML and copy their code. It's the easiest way for me is to copy their code and then edit. So we're going to go back to 1. I will take out my video. Once you get comfortable with it, you'll have fun playing with the different widgets that can go in here. But at first, a lot of you are going to want to follow the exact way. So we're going to drag in HTML. And you don't only have to use these once. You can use these as many times as you want. It's not a one-time use. Custom HTML, as far as these widgets go. Paste. Nope, I pasted too much. Let me grab the code correctly. Okay. They don't have a copy button. Maybe that's the copy button. Let's just grab that. There we go. We'll paste that right there. The $15 billion online education industry will only get larger, which means it represents a large... Okay, let me see what that looks like. Okay, so this is your title, Simple and Easy Training. Okay, so you've got to put in a title, Simple and Easy Training, or Lead Generation with Lori Ballen, and then here, Lori Ballen is a real estate agent using the strategies for her Las Vegas real estate team. She tests them, proves them, and teaches them. Save. Okay, go back and refresh your website. Okay, there it is. Lead generation with Lori Ballen. What's interesting, though, is that theirs was aligned left and mine isn't. All right, I'm not going to overthink that right now, but I would have to go back and look at... Oh, you know what? I bet one is footer 1 and one is 2. Okay, hold on. I wonder if I jumped ahead. Front page 2. Nope, I'm not sure. I'd have to come back to that. Okay, now this would be an area where they've got these little graphs set up, and here it says add a custom HTML, and here they have a icon video. "46 video lessons, simple step by step." Oh, you see? Okay, I see what they did here. Okay, so here's what they did. here, let me grab this code. They went over to front page 2. They grabbed a custom HTML. They're actually going to use multiples of these custom HTML on the same block. I didn't see how many there actually were. How many were there? One, two, three, four, five, 6. It looks like there's 6. Okay. All right, then you go to the block, and I'm going to paste in this code right here. So 46 video lessons. So this is they've already got the icon of a video. So if we don't want that icon of that video, we would have to go over and get a different icon. Let me see if this tells us where to get those icons. Right here, learn how to select a different icon. You can select different icons to be displayed in the front page 2 widget area, but you cannot change the size or the color. So let me open that in a new window, learn how to select different icons. I'm going to open it here for you. Okay, here's different icons. So there's scissors, there's little loops, magnifying glass. So visit the Academy Pro icons page on the theme demo to visit a list of available icons. So you're just going to change that word in the middle to whichever one of these things that we actually want to use. So if I have 24 videos in my course over here, I could change this to 24 plus video lessons, and then I could leave that one alone. Click save. I'm not going to do each one of these, but I kind of want to show you how to do this. And then once it's saved, hit refresh. See there, 24 video lessons. So then with each one of those little HTML blocks, we did 1, there'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many articles, how many this, that, and the other, okay? This is a great sales page. All right, so then that takes care of widget 1, front page 2. Now what is front page 3? I think we already looked at that one. We already did that one. Happy students, we're almost done. Front page 4. Testimonials. Okay, so the front page 4 widget area in the Academy Pro theme demo uses 1 text widget and 3 custom HTML widgets and 3 testimonials. So here you can see they added a text widget. See up here where it says text? So you go, I'm going to drag this over so I'm on the right page. Go here, grab the one that says text. You're going to grab that in and drop that on front page 4. That's the next content block we're doing. Okay. And then they have here what people are saying. So just copy that. What people are saying, ... Okay. And then enter the content you wish to display. This demo says what people are saying. Click save to preserve your savings. Next, we're going to add an HTML widget. So I'm just going to click save and then shrink that little box down by closing that little arrow to toggle that. And then we're going to grab an HTML, and I'm going to come over here and we're going to drop that right here, custom HTML. And then we're going to go down and we're going to grab their code. And I'm going to paste it right here. And now this is what you would change. So I've got a bunch of testimonials, so I'm going to go grab one of mine. But just for now, I'll just put Lori Ballen makes learning KW command a breeze. Thank God. Something like that. And then what'll happen here is you're going to put their name, Gene Smith, and this is going to be their image. So their image URL. If you want their image there, Gene Smith. So it would look like this. Let's reload it without the graphic. Okay, so they have her URL in there. So in order to add somebody's image, you go to New Media. Then you're going to go to Select Files. You're going to grab a picture. I just put a bunch of pictures of myself in here I was playing with today, so I should be able to grab one. Okay, there we go. Once you upload that file, it's going to have a unique URL. And that is what we're going to go back and put in that code in a second there. I wish they would make those widgets more user-friendly without having to understand where to put these codes. And that's where a lot of people really get into trouble. So let me go back. I don't know why it's not showing it to me here. So let me go see if it loaded. There I am. Okay. So now we're going to go, I would change this to Lori Ballen or whatever. And then see this copy link. This is the URL for that picture. So I'm going to grab that, copy, go back over to the widget, and right here where that HTTPS, I'm going to start there. I'm going to carry that right over until I get to the quote. Let go, save. And if you ever mess up, just go back and grab their code again and do it again. That's the best way if you make a mistake somewhere. All right, there I am. See my little face in that little tiny little corner? If you didn't know how to do the image, you would just take out that link and then it would just say Gene Smith underneath it. Okay. I should have mine done by the time you're watching this video so you can look at mine and see how it all came together. And then once we do those testimonial widgets, how many did it say there were? 3, I believe. So I would take 3 for, can I just copy one of those? No. No, I thought I could. Let's take and drag that over. Oh, text 3. Okay, so they have 3. We'll put there. And then we have number 5. Let me close number 4. So number 5 is about the instructor. Okay, so we are going to follow them. Go to Appearance, Widgets to add an image, and we're going to start with image. So come over here and grab the image widget, drag it down, drop it. Oh, it's up here now. Drop it under front page number 5. Okay. Let's see. Did they put a title? No title, no image selected. Let's see. Title. Okay. So now I'm going to upload a picture of myself. Okay. Whatever. I'd have a professional picture there. And then do I want this to link somewhere? So maybe I have a Lori Ballen blog or an about page or vanity page or something I want to link that to. I can do that if I want to. And then next it says, after uploading your image, select the display size in the attachment display settings section on the right side of the window, 299 by 350. Okay, hold on. Image. All right, we have, my medium is 213 by 313. What was theirs? 299 by 350. So you can change your default thumbnails in your control panel, but I'll just leave mine right now at, oh, there's custom size. Let's do what they have. 299 by 350. Update. Okay. And then what does it say next? Okay, so it's saying that if your thumbnails do not automatically regenerate, we suggest using the Regenerate Thumbnails plugin. You can click here and you can download and then upload that plugin if it's not already in your theme. Okay, and then next underneath that, we have another custom HTML widget in the same block. So we will do this and do that. About the author. And then let's see what they have underneath there. So there's their code. Again, it's easier to copy theirs. Okay, hello, my name is Lori Ballen. You might know me from the Ballen method course for real estate lead generation. And then here, so you've in 2007, Lori, blah, blah, blah. You can put whatever credits you have here. Lori Ballen built a top real estate team in Las Vegas, and then turned it into an affiliate marketing model, which she also teaches on her blog, The Seventh Stream. Or I might even make that a link, but I'm not going to worry about it down right now. seventhstream.com. Okay, I can come back and jazz that up later. And then read more. Now, again, do you want them to read more on that page? Do you want them to go somewhere else to read more? Do you want to change this and put contact Lori and take them to a contact page? Read Lori's blog. If I want to take them off the website, subscribe to her YouTube channel, whatever. Contact Lori. I can even make this an email address by doing mail to Lori@loriballen.com. Save. Okay. I will play with mine later as we get jazzier. Let's refresh. This is looking good, you guys. I'm liking it. So much am I loving this theme. Okay, now look. See here how it cut off? Oh, no, this is intentional. Contact Lori ... Oops, I've got a typo in there. Lead generation. Okay, and see how it opened an email when they clicked that button? So that's what would happen automatically when they click this button, is it would open an email. So I could change that to email Lori. I could link that to my chat bot. I can link that to my Facebook page. I could put read more and take it to my about page that's on this website. Whatever I want to do there. Okay, so where is that lead generation typo? Okay. Next, we'll save that. And then we go to widget, front page widget 6. So we will close that. See, who needs a web designer when you got Lori Ballen walking you through exactly what to do? By the way, if you're already overwhelmed, but you're still listening to me and you're going, I can't do this. My brothers own a digital marketing company, Ballen Brands, and they can build this all for you and do all your integrations, help you with your lead magnets, Facebook ads, Google ads. Call them ballenbrands.com. Now, front page widget 6 is, they're using the new Genesis e-news extended widget and one Genesis simple frequently asked questions widget to display a brief description, an email opt-in form, and a lesson plan outlined in an accordion style presentation. Here are some more ideas for what you might want to do with your plans there. Genesis e-news extended widget. You know, this is so funny because I have courses that I sell at Ballen Academy, and I cannot stand the landing pages. And I keep saying to myself, I need to take each one of my courses and make it a sales page somewhere. And what I love about this now is I can now use this theme on my affiliate marketing course, a website, on my blogging course, and now I can make a call to action on the cover of each one of those pages. So this Academy Pro is really going to be a winner for me for all of that now that I'm looking at it. Okay, so here you can see what they're doing is they're adding a Genesis e-news extended widget. Let's see. I don't remember seeing that. Genesis e-news extended widget. We might have to go get that one. So let's take a look here. I'm going to pop that one open and look and see what we need to get that widget. We are using a Genesis e-news extended widget. Genesis e-news extended widget. So or you can add a Genesis simple fact widget. You know what I don't know? Hang on one second here. Okay, it looks like we need to add the plugin. So on the left-hand side from your screen where we just were, head on over to plugins, click on add new, and up here in the search bar, type in Genesis eNews. So we'll go ahead and grab that Genesis eNews extended, which creates a new widget to easily add mailing list integration to a Genesis website. Works with FeedBurner, MailChimp, Aweber, FeedsBit, ConvertBit. Okay, ConvertKit. So let's go ahead and click Install Now. I'm going to activate it. And then what was the other? Was there another fancy widget there that we don't have yet? Let me see. What was the other one? eNews widget and Genesis simple frequently asked questions. I think we have to grab that one too. Let's look. Genesis. Oh, we need to go to add new. Genesis simple. There it is. Genesis simple frequently asked questions. Install now. So see, you can install widgets too. And Genesis is the framework, remember, of which we put our StudioPress WordPress theme on. So that Genesis framework now is going to work with any theme you put on here. Those widgets are going to be functioning. Okay. So now we'll go back over here to Appearance. We'll go back to our widgets page. We're going to go back to our footer 6. We're going to add in our Genesis new eNews. Okay. Now they have, get out of these. Okay. So, get free lessons, get the 18 steps to KW command, text to show before the form. So here you can see they have this little pitch. A great way to start your KW command journey. Text to show after the form. They have a disclaimer, so I might have by downloading you will also receive invites to Lori Ballen training events, YouTube videos and guides, something like that. And then we have Google FeedBurner ID. I'm not going to mess with that. Form action pound, email pound. I'm going to follow this exactly. I usually put in my own widget for my own opt-in software, but for now I'm going to do this one. So if you have a widget that you already use, Infusionsoft widget or MailChimp widget or Constant Contact or Aweber or ConvertKit or OptiMonster, you can drop that in with an HTML block. But if you're going to want to use theirs, we're going to go right by. Okay. So then they have all their outputs: first name, last name, email address, first name. So placeholders, right? First name, last name. Email input text. Why do I not have, hold on, leave those blank. I think those were blank. I went down. Yeah, I need to go down one. First name, last name, email address, button text, get my guide. Okay, display link to a privacy policy. Yes, you do want that. I keep forgetting to put those in my video links. I have a link, an affiliate link. It does benefit me if you make a purchase, to several privacy policy creators. One of them, freeprivacypolicy.com. My suggestion is that you do create a privacy policy, but don't just leave the template up that they give you. Go in and customize it. So it looks like this. LoriBallen.com. Privacy policy. Okay. Once you create it, it will look like this. Basically, we are required by law, by different laws now, to disclose how we use people's data. We know this is true with the laws in Europe. We know now that this is a California regulation. And we will see more and more of this, so it's important to disclose how we use their data. So a privacy policy says, this is how we collect your data, this is why we collect your data, this is how we use it, and everything from remarketing, retargeting, to improving our website, to measuring, lead sources, yada, yada. Do you sell or share it? What is your children's privacy laws? So don't just leave up a default one. Go in paragraph by paragraph by paragraph and change it to fit how you use their data. Okay? It's very important that you do so. And then we're also required to update our privacy policy and send out an email to everybody that has ever subscribed, letting them know that we're updating our privacy policy. So I've got to get mine out this week as well, being the beginning of the new year. Very annoying, and we lose a lot of people unsubscribe because they're so annoyed by these, but it is a regulation, so we're going to comply with that. Okay, where was I at? Privacy policy goes here. Display link to my privacy policy. Yes. So I haven't actually put it in here, but yes. And then I will put a link to that. Okay, so let's just look at what does that look like now? I am so loving this, you guys. Cannot wait to finish it. Oh! But where does it go? Okay, I'm going to have to play with that one. Because it looks like to me that I'm going to have to come back and make another training on this one, because I don't know where the integration is yet for that form. So I'm guessing we would have to have our integration set up for that to go in somewhere. So in my case, this is probably something I'm going to replace with one of my own widgets, because I know how they work. That would just be easier for me. All right. So we'll have to look at that on another one. If you look at their tutorials, it says right here, text to show, Genesis. Oh, we need to do the facts one. But does it say here how to configure that form or how to make it go where it needs to go? Click here for details of possible configurations. Okay, so we would have to play with that. So I will probably, like I said, change that with my own opt-in monster widget. Okay, or Infusionsoft widget. Now let's look at the frequently asked questions. I really like the concept of the frequently asked questions because Google also likes frequently asked questions. So I'm curious to see how that works. So frequently asked questions, choose a category. Let's look at how this is set up, because we are almost done. We're on to footer after that. We will be wrapping it up. So lesson plan, so extended news widget. I didn't see which widget that was. Which one is that? Let me see. Oh, they're using the frequently asked questions for the lesson plan. So they're using, it's a frequently asked questions widget, but they're changing it to be a lesson plan instead. So that it lets you create any kind of list that you happen to want to choose right there. And that's really cool. So what that means is if you go create posts or lessons, or if I go create a frequently asked questions category, then I could put that here, frequently asked questions, and maybe I'll put 10 questions limit. And then what I would do is I would go over here to categories, and I would create a category called frequently asked questions, and then those would actually populate automatically. So as I was creating lessons, those would all populate. Now let me show you something, guys. If I want to, I can delete those blocks and I could put something else in those blocks instead. A featured post, featured pages, anything that I wanted to do, put right there. And yeah, I've got to play with those. Sorry, I just have not played with those two blocks yet. So I'm going to have to go get a little bit more familiar with how those actually work so that we can test them out there. Because if I chose the category, hold on, Genesis, simple frequently asked questions. I'm wondering now. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Okay, so the plugin we added, Genesis frequently asked questions, there is a simple facts block here. Go down to categories and open in a right tab. You would name the category. So lesson plans or frequently asked questions or whatever you want it to be there. So the category is going to be facts. The slug would be facts, frequently asked questions. We can do the description for SEO, add new category, and then go to add new fact. How long does coaching last? It's an ongoing, ever-growing program, just like KW Command is. There is no finish or end date. Stay as long as you like. Cancel easily through your login. Something like that. Okay, let's take a look at what this looks like. We're going to check to put it in the facts category. That's important. Click publish. See, the nice thing about Genesis Framework and Studio, look how quick we can figure this stuff out when we're familiar with the themes. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. There it is. How long does coaching last? And there's the answer. Oh, I'm in love with this theme. This is genius. So I just have to play with this and figure out where that goes so that I know that's the only piece that I didn't figure out yet. And then this is phenomenal. I absolutely love. Now that facts, for some reason, I didn't click save maybe. I don't see the title in there. There it is. If you ever don't see something, go back in and make sure you saved it. Okay, this website is almost done and we are ready to roll. So the only other thing we need to do now is go back and do the footer CTA. And in their footer CTA, they have, do they even have any instructions on their footer? Let me see what they have. Whoops, Academy Pro. Academy Pro, I lost it. Where'd it go? Okay, we'll go back over here. Footer CTA. What do they have in their footer CTA? Well, that's interesting. It says join over 2,500 happy clients. Let me look at the demo. So many tabs open. What's their demo? Oh, they literally did repeat the call to action. So see here, join over 2,500 happy students. They literally repeated that right down here with the footer. Smart. So they actually have the call to action up at the top. They have the call to action right here above the fold. They have the call to action in the middle, and they have a call to action at the bottom of the page. That's an excellent sales page. And I'm going to do the same thing to finish mine out. You guys, we did it. We have finished the Academy Pro setup. The only part is that little form piece, which I need to look at and add. Otherwise, go set up your Academy Pro theme. Check out the links in the video below. And I've got other themes you can learn right along with me. I'm Lori Ballen. Thanks for joining me today.